Governor John Kasich made his way to southern Utah to a standing room only crowd of over 800 supporters at the Dixie Center Saturday.
Welcome, Governor, I hope soon to be President John Kasich.
The Ohio governor was welcomed and endorsed by Utah leaders.
Because he is the man with experience, he is the man with integrity and character.
Elect John Kasich, all right, very good.
The man I believe will be the next President of the United States, Governor John Kasich.
Kasich is running his campaign based upon the promise of creating jobs and balancing the budget.
The first thing that is going to be important to me is jobs. The second thing that's going to be important to me is going to be jobs. Now, do you want to guess what the third thing that's going to be that's important to me?
Jobs.
Thank you very much.
Besides the economy, Kasich addressed issues on immigration, drug addiction, and Obamacare.
If they did not commit a crime since they've been here, they will pay a fine, back taxes, and they can get a path to legalization, but never to citizenship, okay? I think it is immoral for the country to turn its back on the drug addicted. We have to give them a chance to get on their feet because every mom and dad walks on eggshells when they find out that their kids have a substance problem. First of all, Obamacare has failed because, number one, it was supposed to reduce health care costs. It is not. It was supposed to bring insurance costs down. It hasn't. It's escalated them. And thirdly, there are small business people here today who will not expand the number of employees they have because they could get caught in the web of Obamacare. So we asked to go.
He also believes states should have more control.
Because we got to run education at the school board level. The state and the school board level is where it works, not somebody in Washington. And I'd like to send the infrastructure programs back to you. I'd like you to be in a position of where instead of sending the federal gas taxes you pay to Washington, why don't you just keep it in Utah and take care of the roads here the way you want to, okay?
What is your stance on like BLM or returning the power back to the state as far as that goes? We have communities that have no say in their economic future because of this.
I think that the states have to gain a lot more power when it comes to this issue, particularly when a state like, 80% of the land here around St. George is all federal. I mean, that's out of control.
Kasich said that everyone has a special purpose in life. He bases his on a higher power.
I don't think I want to cheapen religion to get a vote. But religion does matter. Morality does matter. And I'll tell you why, because maybe back to what this gentleman asked about the Constitution early. When all we do is make laws and substitute for us being able to guide ourselves, that's when we lose our freedom. And so we all have to realize that we have to be accountable and responsible and have personal responsibility for our behavior. And if we do that, we become a healthier and healthier society. And that's kind of the way I see it. Hey, thank you all very much. I hope you'll think about voting for me. And God bless you, and see you the next time. Thank you.
Whether he advances into the November election or not, Kasich left St. George leaving a history lesson and a legacy of making a stop in southern Utah.
And I have to say I was very impressed. I think he's sincere. I think he's got a pretty good handle on the things that are important to me, which are conservative values, preserving the constitutional.
Kasich came across very well as a person of integrity and one whose outward appearance is consistent with his inner convictions.
Kasich comes across as a very genuine, honest, dealing politician. He tells it like it is. And so I'm very impressed with him. And I think the crowd and the people who came here felt the same.
I think Governor Kasich is a very pragmatic individual, and he's very smart in his policy and his politics and the way he's balanced budgets and the way he has decreased debt and things like that. I think he is probably our best option for president, especially against, I say, Cruz and Trump. So.
In St. George, Melissa Anderson, KCSG News.